Hello, hello, hello. Welcome everyone. I'm Amy with Sugar Hill Art Studio. Thank you for joining me tonight. Okay, so all of 2022 and a little bit of 23, I think, every other week I would do Tag It Tuesday. And Tag It Tuesday became a favorite of everyone's. And I loved it because I love making tags. I really honestly do. I think a tag is close to an ATC card, right? They're great to trade. They're great for gifts. It's the perfect time to start making some tags and whatnot. And I figured it's a great way for me tonight to come on live and say, hey, it's Tag It Tuesday. It's a special. I do not do this bi-weekly at all anymore. It takes a lot of time, and but it's a special night. It's a special night because my membership is open, because the Art Snacks membership does feature tags. Thank you, Jana, so much. Yes, Sprinkled is a huge, all of you commenting, giving thumbs and hearts and comments and sprinkles. That is a huge, huge help to myself right now and any other small business peep that you watch. Especially when we're on doing, some lives, giving you an hour of our time, and that's just in front of the camera, not everything else that's done in preparation before and after and all of the things. So yes, remember, when you are watching anyone that is sharing with you, give the love. Give the love, because the algorithm and the bots need to see it. All right. Thank you to everyone that is. Back to tags. Love them, right? It's just tags. If I'm a little crazy tonight, bear with me. I have been painting and redoing my kitchen cabinets since Thursday. Thursday we started to tape off. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, it's Tuesday. It's Tag It Tuesday. So we are all in to, I think I'm crazy. I have been spray painting cabinets and doors. The 47 doors and drawers came off of my kitchen. Now, I don't have a huge house, but I do have cabinets that go all the way to the ceiling. I have 12-foot ceilings. I know it sounds like a huge house. It's not. The kitchen is not very big. It's compact, but there's a lot of cabinets, and that was a lot of work because you had to carry them outside in my tented area, spray. I'll blog all about it. Spray, and then carry each one in every single time. Hang on one second. I am going to do not disturb, just so that things don't funky there for a minute. Okay, so keep commenting, because I haven't seen any comments yet, but I know the more that you even just say hello to each other, I'm sure there's a few of you on that recognize some other creatives, so say hi to them. That's usually what gets things going, and then I see the comments. Okay, I am using this tonight. I was just thinking about it. Isn't this two? Yeah, it's two. These are just the pre-made. A lot of times they don't always like to use that's perfect, Catherine. That's exactly why I do Tag It Tuesday. Not for you necessarily to replicate exactly, but to spur on some ideas. So, these pre-made tags, Michael's, Hobby Lobby, anywhere, I like them. They're fun. They're good to have. They're easy to buy. They're very affordable. I felt like working on some craft paper, and I'm actually going to be pulling out the gesso. Okay, just doing some quick little layers. This is kind of a quick card, but the possibilities are endless with it, and you're going to love it. I said card, I mean tag. Like I said, bear with me tonight. I am very delirious, lack of sleep. The membership is open right now. I am working on getting everybody where they need to be, because there are a few different payment options. I now have Stripe through Teachable, which is a great way to pay, but some people prefer PayPal. I am happy to share that with you and get you going that way. All the things. So that is happening. The memberships, both of them are open. Art Snacks membership, which in October, the prompt list is posted in the membership. We're going to be focusing on tags. So everything's on tags, 21 prompts on tags. You're going to have we're going to make a little book with them, a journal, and you're going to have 2 other live videos. Plus we're swapping, and swapping happens between both memberships. So that's going to include Art Snack members and Circle members. Okay. So both memberships are going to come together when it comes time for swapping, which is going to be super, super fun. And we're swapping tags this month. Okay, let's see. While I'm talking, I'm going to grab some gesso and I guess probably just use my hands. And quite honestly, I can't believe, I polyed today. I'm like, why don't I have paint everywhere? That's why. I'm going to, let's get a grungy brush. And I'm just going to put some, can you see? I kind of have to do this just so you guys can so I can still see comments. And here's what I'm going to do. I am going to just get some gesso. Now, gesso is like, think of it as a primer for your artwork, okay? Hello, Pam. Hey, hi, Lori. I've got comments. Whoop, whoop. All right, so gesso comes in white, black, or clear. I really like the white. I really like Liquitex. Gesso is like primer. It will prime any of your substrates. Substrate is what you're working on. So you could use book paper right now, like tear a page out of a book. You can use, like I'm using right now, just a tag, craft paper. But what it does is it primes the surface and it allows me to be able to use, I don't know, maybe perhaps one of my favorite mediums, watercolor. It allows you to use just about anything. Okay. So do you see how I'm kind of putting it down haphazardly? I don't want it perfect. I don't want a perfect square, but I definitely want some of that. I want some of the craft paper showing around. Okay. It's not perfectly even, kind of purposely done a little bit different, irregular. Okay. And I'm just going to I'm going to run it off a little. There's not much left on my brush. And so do you see how I kind of gave it just some edges? So that's that. So yeah, this is like a sneak peek into a tutorial. Now, the tutorials in Art Snacks, I will be able to go slower, take time, really be able to explain things to you, answer questions, walk you through some things. So there's a benefit to having that. It is purchase. You can become a member, pay every month. There's also an option if you're interested, like I invite you, give it a try. Give it a try for a month. And if you aren't happy, you can cancel anytime. There's no hard feelings. I know how seasons go, high and low, high and low, high and low. Over the summer, I was ridiculously out of my mind busy. Like my son there was just so much happening. I was out of my mind. And now I'm not. Now I have, I decided I was going to paint cat. That's really the only time I had. But it was painting cabinet time. So there's just, sometimes we don't always have time. And other times we feel like we're in a rut and we want to be inspired. We want to be stimulated artistically. We want just new ideas or new things. So each month will always be available as a separate option. Ebb and flow. That's right, Jenna. So the doors are always open. It is yes, it is $20. So it's $20 for the month. I recommend, and I would love for you to get on auto payments and pay, automatically have those taken out. But I understand that's not always possible. And so for 1 month, if you want, you can pay for the 1 month. Okay. That is something that I kind of just decided. I think that that's important for me to be able to offer to you guys. So if you're interested in tags and October prompts and things like that, that's what's happening. So you can get in there. And then in October, you'll know what's happening in November, whether you want to stay or kind of scooch. Okay. And if you can't join right now, but in January you can, because it's easier maybe in January for you, you go ahead in January. Yeah, I think that's at least what I'm going to start with for the first quarter that we're starting. So October, November, and December, I'm going to keep the doors open. I'm going to let you guys kind of give it a whirl. I want you to come in. I want you to get a good feel for it and what we have going on. When I'm sitting here talking, this is just drying, and I'm doing that. Polka dots get all the classes too. So if you love mixed media and you want to go a next step further and you want to come and join us, the circle is not available to come and go as you please. The circle is all of Art Snacks, plus you will get mixed media. We do another painting. Sometimes it's a 3D project. Right now we're building joy journals. You get printables. We do a live Zoom chat and create. There's lots going on there. I say there's when I say a mixed media project, there's at least one mixed media project we're almost always doing. And when I say painting or 3D, that's pretty much includes mixed media, because I'm always working that way. It's still a little bit damp right there, but I don't think I'm too worried about it. All right. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to grab my Stabilo graphite, not the dark black, but the graphite, which is just a little bit lighter. Okay. And I am going to sketch out very loosely, just like a little kind of flower. And I'm just going to sketch very loose here. And I'm thinking mums. I'm thinking, fall flowers, kind of fall blooms. So that color and the shape, they kind of, we have this fun, almost cotton. I mean, you could do cotton too. Lord knows that's happening right here. We've got cotton going on. Sorry, my husband was cleaning up my spray painting station. Greatly appreciated. He said I had 2 easy ups with plastic taped all around, well, on 3 sides, and plastic all over the floor, and stations for each of the cabinets as I was painting. Very grateful to him. I'm gonna just do a little kind of leaf. Okay, so do you see what I have there? Can you see it? Almost. Think cotton, think whimsy, think poof ball. Like, that's the best way I know. Some of you still have hydrangeas that are turning that beautiful fall colors and starting to dry. Mums are all over the place. Where's all my flower girls and all the, I know, I can't think of all the other, but you could draw any flower, really. You could do a sunflower, you can do any flower. You know what makes it fall? The colors, your color palette. So that's it. And I used the graphite pencil. Why did I use that? Because when I come in with my watercolors, but I just want to show you up close. So with my watercolors, but here I just have my brush with water on it. And when I touch, so I'm going to kind of come right here, it kind of activates it. Do you see that? See how it kind of made it darker and activated? Let me see. I'm looking in the camera. Do you see how it kind of, and it gives us a good, it's not as dark as that Stabilo All pencil that I talk about a lot with you guys and use often. This is just a little bit lighter. And what it does is it will blend in, the Stabilo graphite will blend in with the watercolors. And we're working on gesso. Remember, if I just had my regular craft tag here and I took watercolors to it, would it work? Yeah, it'll work. Is it going to be fantastic? No, not really. It's not really going to be like watercolor. It's not going to bloom. It's not going to flow. I'm not going to get great color. But watch what happens when we take just that really quick sketch of a poof ball kind of flower, for lack of another word, and working in watercolors. We're going to work kind of light to dark. A lot of times in acrylic we work dark and then pile the light on top of it, right? Because acrylic allows us to layer. Watercolor doesn't. So remember, leaving some of the white space in the flower is a good thing. Leaving a little bit of white space is a good thing. And I'm going to start kind of with a lighter neutral. And I just have some, you can see this is just a watercolor tray I've been playing, like just working off of randomly lately. So I reactivated, I just sprayed them down. And I just have some nickel Azo Gold. Oh, what yellow do I have here? I think Cad Medium. I've got some Quin Nocturnal Magenta, Quin Magenta, and I've got some Scarlet. I also always have a blue. This is probably just French Ultramarine. It's just a blue. Even though I'm working in my warm tones, I need that complement, right? The complement, the opposite color on the color wheel is going to give me my perfect neutral. I don't want gray. I don't want black. I don't want brown. I'm going to make those by adding in the opposite. And then I've got just a great deep, let's call it close to sap green. It's a little bit darker. It's got a little bit more dimension. All right, so we're just going to kind of start. Look at the difference. Do you see that? That's why we use gesso. Gesso, the original primer, the original chalk paint, really, because that's what it was made with. So I'm just going to go around with a little bit of orange and a little bit of yellows. All right. I know it's hard to see. I've got to be able to see comments tonight. And you'll be okay. You'll be okay. You're getting the gist of what I'm doing here. All right. See, not. Now, are watercolors going to bloom beautifully on gesso? Not like they would on gorgeous paper. Gorgeous cotton, cold pressed paper. That's going to give us a little bit of a different look. I can't help myself. I've got to put some magenta. I got to get some pink in here. And I'm just kind of touching. Okay, so that my colors blend. And you can see what the watercolor is doing over here on the just straight up craft tag without the gesso. All right, I'm not doing anything spectacular here. There's nothing that you can't do that I'm not doing. So just get kind of some color down and leave it. We're going to come in, I'm going to come in just with a little bit of the green, and I'm just going to kind of, can you see? Just kind of touch, almost like, and I'm, again, not worried about painting in the whole leaf. That is not my goal. Okay, I am going to make sure I touch and get the points in some detail and have more color on the bottom because my light source is going to be coming from the top. That's just the way I tend to always think of things, right? And so I'm just going to plop in, literally just plop in a little bit more, and I'm just going to kind of let that go. And I was so anxious to start that, I completely forgot that I want to put some stencil in the background. I do this all the time. It's all good. It's all good. Let's grab, let's see, what do I have here? Let me grab my smaller folder of stencils. And I just want a nice, simple shape. And remember, Punchinella works really well for this too. Punchinella is sequin scraps, right? So maybe you just have, here's the one problem is it loves itself. So plain round, definitely, you know, grab that. But there's some other great shapes. I have stars. I have kind of this little floral look. We've got this little starburst, right? Leaves. So don't be afraid to try some Punchinella. You go right on Etsy. I think somebody said Amazon too, but just Etsy, and you can just look for a Punchinella, like a bulk order, or just look for some leftovers. But any of your stamps will work great as well. And I think I might want to use this one. Kind of a more rustic. And the plain circles. I think I'll stick with that. I'm not going to spend too much time being fussy tonight. Let's dry this. And for stamping, I'm just going to use Distress Oxides because they're sitting here. What colors do I have sitting here? Ooh, Rusty Hinge. I have not used that yet. Victorian Velvet. That might be really pretty. Ooh, Fossilized Amber. I love that one. It's nice and bright. Warren Lipstick, a favorite. Anybody else love the Distress? Oxides, inks, sprays, all of that. Super fun to have in your arsenal, and you don't need a ton. You don't need a ton. Just in the Sugar Hill Circle, we were doing, I don't even remember, what were we doing, ladies? Where I said, you know, they come in packs of 3, and the perfect color combinations in a pack of 3, just get one. That's all you need. That's all you need to kind of play and have some fun with. You don't need to get tons of them. You really don't. Oh my goodness. Bending down like this, I don't know if I'll get back up. Painting cabinets, redoing like big projects like that, it's not so easy. It's not easy like when I was 25. So grateful to my sister-in-law. The reason I decided to do it this weekend, well, she's been bugging me to do it and she'd help, and she happened to be here this weekend and had a lot of free time, and so that's why it happened. Today I was flying solo, but I would still be probably still just on primer if it wasn't for her. All right, let's pick a color. I think because I've got kind of the brown and I've got the oranges and whatnot, I'm looking at Weathered Wood. I have my Hickory Smoke, which you guys know is although I've never tried it in the pad. Let me see what kind of color that's going to give me. Looks like it's much more gray than I think it is. Oh, it's still got a beautiful, that's going to be pretty. We're going to use that. We are going to use that one just a little bit and look at it. So these little daubers, what do I do with them? I think they were 50. So it says 99. I think they were 50% off. Big pack. Pretty happy with them. Look how pretty that, oh. Look how pretty that color is going to be. I love, Hickory Smoke is probably my favorite. And I am going to go kind of right over where I've already done. And I'm some new, some not. As far as my sponge applicator, right? When I say some new, some not, like, you don't always have to have a fresh. This is like new, fresh. And then look how beautiful that worn is. Very pretty. All right. The other color I want is, I think I want to kind of stress some more of that green. I don't have any green out, but I must have some. I might not have any green. Yeah, I do. What do I have? Peeled paint. Let's put that right over this. It might be a little, it's going to be a little more chartreusey. than I want, but that's okay. It's just adding ever so little. Now, if you don't have stamps like this, or you want to do, you know, something different. See, it's like paint splatter. Take your paintbrush, your paint, whatever you have, and do a little splatter. Or wait till the end. I'll probably still splatter afterwards. Right? All right. I'm happy with that. So because that's so prominent, and my eye is actually kind of going to that, and I don't want my eye to go just right there. I'm going to break it up by adding some color in there. Okay, so it's going to start to break that up a little bit. So we've got some green. I'm going to get a little bit more green up top here. We're going to get right in. The other thing I love about tags, remember, we're going to put some beautiful stuff there. Look at how beautiful it's coming out already. Love it. I'm just going to take, because I know I have some extra, I'm just going to kind of take my little spongy and kind of just go around my leaves. It just adds a little bit of that bright. Now, if I wasn't talking so much, we'd be really flying through this while I have this out. And because I love to, I'm going to just go around the edge because I think it just adds a very nice, and I still have green and brown, or the hickory smoke on here. I'm just kind of going to see how I'm kind of just burnishing in the edges just to give it a little. And then I do like to take the whole pad. I'm going to check on comments here in a minute. There we go. I'm just going to kind of, sometimes it's good to kind of give a little, we're pretty white in here, right here. Just kind of gave it a little, took down some of the white. All right, Distress Oxides. Set those out of the way, set those out of the way, set these out of the way. You see how simple things can come along, how quickly they can come along? All right, so now I have some Poscas here. I'm just going to kind of, you see, just very quickly, just taking kind of this coral color because it's what I have. And I want to give my very plain flower a little oomph. Let's throw some gold in here. Posca gold is not my typical. I love my oil-based Craftsman. However, this one has a beautiful yellow gold tone to it, and it's working perfect with the colors that I chose. And I'm gonna just kind of give the tops of my leaves a little splatter. Okay. And then we're gonna let that dry. Keep drying, keep drying. I think I actually kind of do want my darker Stabilo for some. It needs to pop. It's all kind of neutral. Where are you? We'll just grab all the ink tents. You guys see me use ink tents? They're my favorite. Love the elegant vintage look to this tag. Good. Hi, Mare. How are you? I know some of you are trying to send me messages, and for some reason they're not 100% coming through. But hang in there, because we're working on it. We are working on it. Where is my... There it is. Okay, so here is the Stabilo All. Okay, here's the difference. Stabilo Graphite, red. Stabilo All, black. Much darker. And then, I think I grabbed, yeah, here's like Stabilo Blue. And I thought I grabbed green. Maybe I don't. Maybe I did not. I have brown. So they come in, but Inktense is also amazing too. Derwent Inktense pencils, activated with water and then permanent because they're ink. They're not watercolor. Love that they are permanent like that. Okay, so here is my black, and I'm gonna come in, I'll show you. I'll kind of zoom in maybe a little bit. I'm just gonna give a little, we're just gonna do a little. I don't want to get too carried away, but do you see how I just added some dark line? And I'm just going to come in with my pen and I'm just going to add, look at that. Oh, it's so pretty. It's definitely adding a boom. Here comes the boom. Let's kind of go here. I forgot to set my other clock. See, and that's too much in there. I'd rather have brown. So I'm going to take some of this out. Can you see how I'm taking that out? It was just a little too much. It's still there. I just didn't want all of that black. And if I want just a little, I can just come in, touch, and come around. Okay, if you guys have any questions, go ahead and ask questions, and I will look at the comments here in a second. We need to just kind of, there we go. Ah, so pretty. So, so pretty. Okay, let's rinse that out. And I want to show you what Inktense does. So I'm going to come in. And I'm just going to kind of do a little bit more. Can you see the lines I just did with the Inktense? Now watch. A little bit of water and it's going to activate and it's going to be so much brighter. Can you see that? Can you see how much brighter that is? Do you flatten your tags after they dry? I do. Sometimes I let them sit. Sometimes they actually flatten. And I don't have a huge problem with them. I will tell you that the basket I have, they typically sit up like this, like in a wire basket that I have. And these are all, I mean, these are so, look at, I have the old school, like 2-3 years ago, vintage witches that we did. This video, because some of you are new and you haven't seen it, this video is loaded into the Art Snack membership. I know this one is. I know this video is in there. This video is in there. So they're kind of like, that one's a little, but it's been sitting. So I would just actually flatten them. You can spray them. Can you see? Can you see how shiny this one is? There you go. You can see it. I took this one out and I just sprayed it with my poly outside just to kind of give it a nice solid kind of look. I wanted it to be a little more durable, but I typically wouldn't say I do that all the time. Here's another one, not sprayed. I don't typically spray them, but you can, and I definitely would spray versus you know, worry too much about brushing it over. You don't want to pull anything. There are so many good ones in the membership already. Yeah. They're like bonuses just to kind of give you ideas, not necessarily to make exactly what it was, but there are so, here's the thing that I noticed as I started watching some of my old videos and whatnot. What I learned is there's so much information in there. Like, even tonight, we've covered a ton of different mediums. We've covered different supplies, how to work with them. We colored color combinations and, you know, what makes your neutral color. Okay, so to give this shadow, I've got a little bit of orange here. Let's kind of take this orange, and it does have some of that. And if I'd add just the tiniest bit of blue, I'm going to get this beautiful neutral gray. And do you know what that does? I mean, it's just a gorgeous color. This project might not be the best to show you exactly what it does versus acrylics or something bigger, but honestly, what it does is it just gives you the most. Some people will say, you know, don't mix your colors because it's going to be mud. Well, sometimes you need mud. Sometimes you need mud. Jana, I'm still around. I will still be live. The free group is still active. There are still, I want you to post things that you've done with me, things that you've done in the workshops, things that you've done, you know, in past lives. There are still things. We're not breaking up. I just need to turn Sugar Hill into a real business. And I probably still will do at least 30 minutes free throughout the month. It just won't be as much. That's all. That's all. I'll still be talking. I'll still be giving you ideas. There's still posts. There's still all kinds of things. All kinds of things. All right, another one of my favorites, stickles. I had pulled out gold, but I think I'm going to go. So do you see what's happening here? Again, Color Real Talk. Secondary colors. Okay, your three primary colors are red, blue, and yellow. And when you mix those three colors together, you get three new colors together, right? You get purple, green, and orange. And that's called your secondary. And those secondary triadic color scheme is my favorite. And look, I've got oranges, I've got greens, and we've got some purple stickles. And I'm just going to add some. I'm going to make sure she's flowing. I'm just going to add some stickles. Just little. And stickles is like, hyped up glitter glue. It's like excellent glitter glue. We're gonna kind of add a little bit there, and I'm gonna kind of do a little bit of a line. I'm gonna do a little bit. It has a fine tip, so if I want to do a line versus a dot dot dot, I can. And I kind of put a little bit of a line right here. That did not go as planned and got a little. So I'm just gonna use my brush. It is not my good. It is not my good watercolor brush, so I don't mind that. I'm gonna just put another little. So I've got my 3 dots over in the corner. Balance. We'll talk about balance in the membership. All the like little things that you guys that I teach. You're just gonna understand why I'm actually teaching it to you. That's what Art Snacks membership is doing. So I just decided that I was just going to go hog wild with stickles and draw a little bit on there. Can you see that? See that? See that? And I need a little bit more balance. So I think I'm just going to put a little, let's just splatter. Just a little splatter. Not a lot. Because you know how I can get way too splattery. But I just need a little bit of pinky red. We just need a little bit balanced out. And when that dries, it's going to be lighter and gorgeous. And then I have this ribbon. Let's see, what else do I have sitting here? Do I have anything really easy to grab? Typically, I don't. Typically, I have a big, gigantic mess. Here's kind of some. Is there anything in here? Ooh, maybe like a pink and the orange. Oh, yeah. Here we go. See, sometimes it just clicks for me. Sometimes it's just like, yep, that's it. You know what I don't have? I took my scissors to cut the paper I laid down. I don't know if these are going to... Close enough. All right, this might be a little much, and my stickles are still wet, so I'm going to go through the opposite way, but it's all good. Your ribbon makes it. These are also tags are amazing in your journals. You've seen me put them in all of the journals. I don't know how many of my Canvas journal peeps are in here. That we've still got the competition going on. I'm probably gonna change some of that, but let's bring it off this way so it doesn't get in the stickles. We'll end up tying it a little bit, but there you go. Like, how sweet, on a bottle of wine, in a coffee mug with a tea satchel, right? How sweet, as a gift for your loved ones, for your friends, for the person you're going to visit. It doesn't take you any time. It's not expensive. And gifts are just fun to give. I'm not necessarily a gift person. It's not my love language, but I am learning that people really love to receive the simplest of things, the simplest of things. And this is simple. This is fun. They're also wonderful as bookmarks, right? You can use it as a bookmark. You can give it if you give your friend a journal or a book, or if you're just sending them a card, just send this in there too. Say, hey, you write whatever you want on the back. There we go. So that was Art Snacks, or not Art Snacks, Tag It Tuesday, which is a fun little thing. And this is what we're doing in Art Snacks this month. For the month of October, it is all about tags. We are going to, the 21 prompts are all on tags. Of course, they don't have to be. If you're in the membership and you're a new Art Snack member, or any of my Circle peeps, you don't have to do all of them on tags. You don't. It's just a fun challenge to kind of do. And you're going to end up with 21 tags at the end of October. You use the prompts to put on there, and yeah, super fun, right? Super fun. New way to do things. We'll do at least two tutorials in there. Plus, like I said, I've got things loading in there for you right now. Just some of the good old school tags that we've done in the past. There's a lot of good information in there. We cover a lot of materials. We cover a lot of things. And then we still have November and December. So right now, and we'll be swapping tags. So if you want in, the link is here and in my bio, which is at the top, and tag to the featured. If you have any questions, if you want to pay, and it takes you straight to the Teachable link, which it's going to do, but you prefer to do PayPal, you just direct message me. Just send me a direct message or email. Email might be a little bit better right now because I'm I get the message, but I can't actually see the message. But for the first time ever, customer service at the little blue box that we hang out with responded. So they're helping, and I'm really happy about that. All right, who has questions? Who has anything that they want to say? Anyone? Love stickles, yes. Mamma Mia. Was I singing that? If I start singing when I'm creating, I'm sorry, guys. I mean, I love to sing. I just can't at all. Join the circle. Thank you, Cheryl. Signed up for Art Snacks. Yes, you did. You should have an email. I will check on you, Marion. There are so many good ones. Art Snacks have a Facebook membership page. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Red, white, and black Stabilos. Yes, there's brown, green, and blue. I think those are the other three colors. The flattened tags I talked about, vintage look. It does. I think, Mary, that when we put a little bit of gesso on the craft, it automatically sets a precedence. It kind of just gives it that look. My email, you probably have an email from me today telling you that Tag It Tuesday was happening tonight. So if you reply back to that, but it is sugarhilldesignstudio@gmail right now. Hopefully in the next week or two, because I have hired a virtual assistant, and she is amazing and making my life, her name is DJ, you might hear me mention her. She's making my life so much easier. She's helping me so much. We are building a new website right now. And my email will change, but right now it is sugarhilldesignstudio@gmail. But just go to your inbox. You've probably had 1 or 7 emails from me in the past week, because I am opening the membership. And just, you can reply back to that email and it will send it right to me. Right now, that's how we're working. And like I said, any questions, anything you guys have, you just let me know and we'll work through this. We'll get it figured out. Anybody that has joined and you're like kind of in limbo, I know you're in limbo right now. Thursday is going to be the big kickoff. You won't be, I will hunt you down. I will be emailing you. I will be sending you direct messages. I will be getting, in contact with you to make sure you are in all the right places, and that you understand and have everything. And then we will be live and we are going to have a big Zoom party the following week. Yeah, I'm like, oh my goodness, we are like, what are we at, the 3rd? Luke's birthday is the 5th. I have to go get my kid a birthday present. That's how out of whack things have been. All right, so let me know if anybody has any questions, comments, concerns. I am here to help. I'm not gonna lie, right now I have not showered yet. Today and yesterday there is paint all over me. I can't believe you can't see it. There is yeah. And anybody that's, I know sometimes a lot of you, when you see that I'm painting cabinets and different things and you ask a lot of questions, I am blogging about that. Another great thing about having an assistant. She is helping me blog, as in like saying, okay, this is where you're going to put that. That makes life so much easier. So I have some pictures. I was very busy, so I didn't take as many as I want. There was nobody around to like take cool video of me. So it's not like I look really cute anywhere, for the cabinets. So that's a whole different thing. But then make sure you're also on my newsletter, because I will be showing you where the, have I set a date, finale, for the bingo. I was giving everybody a little bit more time, Jana, on finishing the bingo boards and making sure that they're in there and getting everything done. And then I'm going to put together a little, slideshow of all your beautiful work, because you guys they're really great. You guys should see. You'll see. I'll put it on the main page. The people that joined the tutorial, and then once I pick the winner, that winner is going to get the journal that I made in there. So, and I need this weekend. I have my parents coming in. Hayden's home. We've got a busy weekend. But in between there, I'll be finishing up the journal. I get up really early, and so I tend to come in here while everybody else is doing their thing. And so I'll be finishing up the journal. This might match it perfectly. I might just put this little tag in that journal too. And one lucky winner from the workshop is going to get that journal. And then I'll have more for sale in the shop that my assistant is helping me build. Okay. Any other questions? Anything? Thank you so much to all of you that have joined. Thank you for the hearts, for the thumbs up. Thank you for the comments. Special thanks to any of you that have sprinkled this out there. Don't be shy. to sprinkle, not just me. I say that and I really mean not just me, but all of the small business peeps, you know, that you're watching, that we're giving you, you know, some free videos, some free tutorials, all the good stuff. Like, give the hearts, give the thumbs up, give the comments, give the shares. They matter. They matter huge, and they matter right now a lot. You gotta help us tell the bots that art is cool and gaming is drool. Okay? You gotta help us tell Facebook that. All right, everybody. Thank you so much. I'm here for you. I will talk to you soon. If you make a tag, make sure you share it. Make sure you share a picture of your tag. If you're over on Instagram, you know, use the hashtag Sugar Hill Art Studio. Use the hashtag anyways, you know, tag it Tuesday, Sugar Hill Art Studio. And then it makes it easy for everybody to find. It makes it easy for me to be able to see it, because so much is coming in on my feed all the time that I miss a lot of things. I miss a lot of things, and I don't want to miss them, because the reason I teach is to see what you guys do and send back. All right. Thank you so much for joining. I will see you later. Bye.